So, Hiker Dave, where's the bodies?
Jeez, I don't hear that all the time.
Come on, guys. So I'll do all the homework. For all you people out there that love to comment on my channel and say, where's the bodies? There's no bodies. Okay, let's do this. So let's just say, for instance, that Sasquatch is just dumb as a bag of rocks, right? Like any other animal that just dies, and it's, say, its family or its pack just kind of sniffs around the dead body and leaves it. That's just saying that, say, Sasquatch just has no intelligence whatsoever. A deer carcass in the forest lasts about 3 days before it's completely and totally scavenged, devoured, spread all over the forest floor. 3 days, and that's a deer carcass, right? You're going to tell me you're just going to stumble upon a Bigfoot body? So, forgive my sarcasm a little bit, but, you know, I'm not a scientist. I'm not a professional Bigfootist. Nobody is, right? No one. And, you know, there's things in this world that science tells us is fact and all this kind of thing. They're not perfect science in our government, powers that be. I mean, 80 years ago, my grandfather was wearing asbestos pajamas and painted his house with asbestos paint and sided the house with asbestos, painted inside the house with asbestos because everybody thought it was all right. We're not told everything, and everything's not known. And I believe, and this is my theory, I can have it. And I'm not the only one who believes this either. There's a lot of people out there. Sasquatch, in my theory and other theories, has for hundreds and hundreds of years, has made it their job, their goal, to avoid humans. Going back hundreds and hundreds of years, my belief is that they were hunted hundreds and hundreds of years ago, possibly 1,000 years ago, let's say, that they were hunted, maybe even close to extinction, right? But for instance, North America is not the kind of soil where you're going to find fossils. And you don't find 1,000-year-old fossils. You find fossils from 200,000 years ago or whatever. I'm not a professional fossil list. Okay, I don't know a ton on the subject, but, you know, people are, if you leave a comment, well, where's the bodies, Dave? Well, you are perusing Bigfoot channels. Is that your plan? You're just going to go from channel to channel and try to drop that bomb and say, where's the bodies? Do a little bit of research on your own and see there are bodies that have been found and they're taken away. They're taken away to keep from the masses so we don't know that it's out there. And you say, well, why would they do that? I don't have all the answers for that. One, my personal opinion is religion. It would really mess with religion. I realize that. It would also scare the crap out of a lot of people. And national forests and parks are a big business. Or you could get into the lumber industry. If the creature ever came out, or this being or species ever came out, it would make a massive dent in just the lumber industry alone, and there are billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars, with a B, in the lumber industry in just North America. So when you have combined that with a species of or an animal that is far more intelligent than I believe that anybody gives them credit for, then their main thing is to not get caught, not get shot by a hunter. There's another thing that I often think of, where a lot of people will say, well, how come no hunters have shot it yet or killed it? I'm not sure if you're staring down your rifle and you look at one of these things and you see human facial features, how quick you're going to be to pull that trigger. I don't think you will. I'm not a hunter anyways. So I really can't speak to that. But I can only imagine that somebody that had one of these beings or creatures in their sights down the barrel of a rifle would think twice about shooting something like that. And that's all it takes for it to step behind a tree or to step over a ridge or down a mountain or up a mountain or jump across a river or a stream. These are the things that you must think about before you leave a question like that. Where's the bodies? I completely understand it. I want to know too. But what I do is I actually literally go out into the woods. I'm here now. I'm about to go on a nice long hike. And I'm going to go and just see what I see. Right? Do you do that? Now, the people that leave a comment, well, how come no bodies? Have you ever gone out into the forest and seen, have you ever come across the body of a mountain lion? And I mean you personally, or whoever has that thought that says, oh, well, there's no bodies been found. When's the last time you yourself came across the body, let's say, of a mountain lion or a bear or a deer? When's the last time I have been in the woods for years. I grew up in the woods. I was fortunate enough to have woods all around me where I grew up. For 22 years, I lived in the same exact house. Or my parents did, and I grew up in that house. And I spent just years of my childhood in the woods. Never once have I come across a body of a dead animal in the forest. So, I mean, I don't know if that helps at all, and I do. I do apologize for my sarcasm, but if you just thought before you type the letters, where's the bodies, and send it to me, go onto the Google machine. It took me a half an hour to find those couple of news articles on the Google machine. It's really, really easy. And if you think for 2 seconds that the government or the powers that be don't have a reason to hide the existence of a creature that may have human DNA, then you are very, very naive. There's a lot that you need to think about other than Bigfoot if you just think that the government would never do something like that. Think about the asbestos pajamas, you guys, and the asbestos shingles on some houses that still are around today. Smoking used to be good for you. I mean, you know, I know that I can't use it as an argument and all that stuff, guys, but because of my main thing, the reason why bodies aren't found is because they are found, but they are not brought into the public. It's kept a secret for a reason, and I don't know that reason, but I can tell you right now, they have billions and billions of reasons to not let the public know that Bigfoot exists. Thank you so much for coming by in the short video. Slightly ranty a little bit, but I do apologize. I got about 4 hours of sunlight. I'm going to take advantage of it. It is freezing. Oh, if I didn't ask you, how are you? Thank you so much for coming by. I started the video off right away with kind of a sarcastic tone, and I apologize if I offended anybody at all. Thank you very much, guys, for coming by, and I'll definitely see you guys on the next one.